Accurate, dependable, and late-breaking. This is local and state news on WLEN, Lenawee's local news station.
Hello, Lenawee County. My name is Brian Vish, and this is the WLEN Evening News. Let's get into it. Governor Gretchen Whitmer has announced a $130,250 in Main Street Vibrancy grants in support of downtown improvement projects in 9 Michigan communities, including Blissfield and Saline. The grants are part of the state's Make It Michigan strategy to revitalize local downtowns, create vibrant public spaces, and strengthen community pride. The funds will help support projects like community markets, public art installations, improved signage, and gathering spaces. Blissfield will use its funding to install a new downtown sound system and launch a student-led mini art gallery in a vacant alley. Saline plans to activate Leather Bucket Alley with a large sidewalk mural created through community painting events. Other cities receiving grants include Rogers City, Grand Haven, Lapeer, Old Town in Lansing, Coldwater, Three Rivers, and North End in Detroit. The Michigan Economic Development Corporation manages the program, which offers up to $15,000 for downtown revitalization projects. State officials say the grants will support long-term economic growth and help local communities create more attractive spaces to live, work, and visit. Adrian Public Schools recognized the Catholic Women's Guild of the Holy Family Parish at the Board of Education meeting on Monday for its charitable service to students in need. During his Good News report, Superintendent Nate Parker gave the Guild a certificate thanking them for their work supporting underprivileged students throughout the school year, particularly during the Christmas and Easter holidays. The Guild had used donations from the parish to give students Christmas presents and Easter baskets. Parishioner Ellen Young told the board that they were able to provide over 50 Easter baskets this year. Lenawee County officials highlighted 2 key updates for the Sheriff's Department this week, including correcting a payment error and approving $196,000 to install new jail doors. A recent accounts payable review found that a payment intended for the Sheriff's Department was mistakenly applied to another department. The county's finance team quickly identified and corrected the error. County Administrator Kim Murphy credited the staff for reconciling accounts and ensuring funds are accurately tracked. The committee also approved a $196,000 investment to replace security doors at the county jail. Officials noted this is part of ongoing efforts to maintain and improve safety at the facility. The cost is expected to cover at least half of the planned door replacements, with more upgrades anticipated. The payment correction and door upgrades were reviewed and approved during the Accounts Payable Committee meeting. County officials said they will continue reviewing facility needs and ensuring strict financial accountability across all departments. Lenawee County officials are increasing oversight on a youth incentive card program funded through the Child Care Fund. The program provides gift cards encouraging youth participation in court-ordered and probation-related activities. The incentive card program is intended to support positive engagement for local youth involved in the court system. The county has recently seen an increase in the number of cards being distributed and is working to maintain strong financial controls. Officials said checks and balances are in place to track the distribution of the cards, including detailed documentation, physical inventory counts, and reconciliation between departments. County Administrator Kim Murphy and finance staff regularly review the process and recommend additional safeguards to tighten oversight further. The Child Care Fund primarily funds the program, with a smaller portion covered by the county's general fund. County officials said they will continue monitoring the program to help ensure funds are appropriately used and provide updates as additional accountability measures are implemented. Officials explained this week that Lenawee County's accounts payable process follows a strict multi-layered review system to ensure taxpayer money is properly spent. The process is designed to track every dollar from department budgets to final payments. County Administrator Kim Murphy said the system begins with each department entering invoices for goods and services tied to their budgets. The Accounts Payable Department and the Finance Director review those entries, and Murphy personally reviews all invoices each week. The Accounts Payable Committee, which includes the Board of Commissioners Chair, the Ways and Means Chair, and Murphy, meets bi-weekly to examine all payments. To verify accuracy, the committee reviews detailed vendor listings, including credit card charges. Final approvals are reported at the monthly Board of Commissioners meeting.
All of the county expenses don't come in equal segments. Sometimes we have front-loaded expenses that come in all at once at the beginning of the year. But we recognize that that's how that happens, and we also recognize the way our revenue structure comes in. And we do have a fund balance that is able to carry us from, as we go through those periods of time, more like a savings account, if you will. We do take the expenditure of taxpayers' money very seriously.
Reports to the board include a breakdown of general fund spending and all other accounts. Murphy emphasized that the budgeting process is dynamic with regular checks against allocations and adjustments for unexpected revenues or expenses. The system is structured to maintain public trust and fiscal stability throughout the year. Governor Gretchen Whitmer's fiscal year 2026 executive budget proposal includes new funding to expand the Michigan State Police's Victim Services Program, increasing access to support for crime victims statewide. The proposed budget allocates an additional $1.3 million in general fund support to the Victim Services Program, which would add 8 new victim advocate positions. This would bring the program to 22 advocates serving communities across Michigan. Victim services advocates assist individuals impacted by domestic violence, sexual assault, human trafficking, stalking, and other crimes. Advocates help victims navigate the criminal justice process, provide updates on court proceedings, facilitate meetings with law enforcement and prosecutors, and offer assistance with victim impact statements and recovery resources. Since launching as a pilot program in 2020, Michigan's Victim Services Program has supported more than 1,200 crime victims annually. Advocates typically handle between 20 and 30 active cases at a time. The FY26 executive budget also proposes broader public safety investments to support more than 200,000 crime victims statewide through continued access to victim services and community partnerships. More information about the Victim Services Program is available on the service's website. The Lenawee County Board of Commissioners voted 6-3 on Thursday to list the Tecumseh Products property for sale with no county-imposed land use restrictions. The Tecumseh property sale opens the site to a broader range of potential buyers. The decision follows months of updates on the site's environmental remediation and continued maintenance costs. Board members raised concerns about liability, the sale process, and long-term impacts on the Tecumseh community. Commissioner Terry Collins cautioned that selling the property without clear protections could expose the county to future liabilities. Other commissioners supported the sale to reduce ongoing taxpayer costs for site upkeep. The final vote passed 6-3 after extended debate. The county has received multiple inquiries from interested buyers. A joint meeting with Tecumseh officials is now being rescheduled. The property will now be actively marketed. Any sale would still require final negotiation and environmental considerations under state and federal oversight. Lenawee County's Homeland Security and Local Emergency Planning Committee reported 18 drone deployments so far this year for various incidents. The committee approved the purchase of new drone software that will allow real-time video feeds to incident command centers during emergencies. An active shooter drill is scheduled for August 1st at the County Commission building to improve emergency response coordination. Officials also announced that Norfolk Southern's Safety Training Prop Train is scheduled to visit Lenawee County in May of 2026. The prop train is a mobile hazardous materials training unit that simulates chemical spill emergencies for first responders. Commissioners reminded the public that all drone pilots involved in Lenawee County operations are licensed and certified. And finally tonight, Lenawee County residents voiced strong opposition Thursday to a proposed LPR camera system, citing privacy risks and high costs. The flock camera plan was advanced by the Criminal Justice Committee for further review. The Criminal Justice Committee discussed the license plate reader proposal during its recent meeting. Public speakers raised concerns that the flock cameras track all vehicles, not just those linked to crimes, creating potential overreach and Fourth Amendment issues. Critics argued that the system's upfront and maintenance costs offer little return on investment. The committee recommended the proposal move to the Ways and Means Committee for additional consideration. The plan includes a retention policy to limit how long data is stored. The Criminal Justice Committee approved moving the item forward on June 24th. A final vote would require approval by the full Board of Commissioners. The Ways and Means Committee will review the proposal at its next scheduled meeting. The full board could take action following that review. And that's it for the WLEN Evening News. Have a great weekend, Lenawee. I'll see you on Monday.
Count on WLEN, Lenawee's local news station, to keep you informed with accurate and dependable information 24 hours a day.